This film is about the town of Sligo, Missouri. A thriving industrial town at the turn of the century, Sligo is now a ghost town of only a few buildings. The following interview of Albert Vaughn was done in December of 2009 by his son Dennis. Mr. Vaughn is one of the few surviving people who remembers Sligo.
This is Albert Vaughn, and he was born right in this area, not in Sligo proper. January 16th, 1918. And he remembers Sligo, not in its heyday, but shortly thereafter, when it was still a good-sized town and quite a few people lived there. And he remembers the old Sligo Hotel that was on the hill up above the side of the creek from town. And it was quite a place.
Had a restaurant on one end of it. They served food. You go in there, you can stay in the bottom part, or you can go up top where the second porch was. You can stay up there and look all the way over Sligo at night with the lights shine.
Maybe 8, 10, 12 rooms?
Oh, I imagine more than that, Dennis. On each side, on each ground. I would say 12 on each ground would probably cover it.
And was it pretty nice? Was it?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty fancy then, huh?
It was fancy. Them days.
You never stayed the night there, but you were up there.
I never stayed at night, nope.
Who owned it, do you know? Did the Sligo Furnace Company own the hotel?
I guess it belongs to Sligo.
Yeah, I figured maybe that was the case. So anyway, that would have been when you were little. Around, well, how old would you have been when you were up there? You remember being up there?
About 8.
So
7,
that
8 years old.
Been in the late 1920s. Do you know when it went out, or they took it down, or it closed up? Just roughly.
No.
Before you moved to St. Louis?
Oh, Lord, yes. And that was folded up when we moved back. Well, Dad got out when it turned out. Dad went to Flat River and went to work in the mines for about 2 years.
That was in the early 30s.
Yeah. It's right when the other depression was in.
Yeah.
Okay, then we came back here to the farm for a while. Then we moved here. Well, the house used to be here.
Yeah.
Then Dad just got whatever work he could get, carpenter.
So the hotel was down before that, or around that time?
No, it went down when it all went down together.
Okay, probably around 1930.
But there were 2 hotels on this first row. There was another one there, just below the store.
Yeah, down in Sligo.
Right in Sligo.
Proper. What kind of people stayed in that hotel most of the time?
People come in, but Sligo used to be like St. Louis. You go to Sligo, you think you're going to St. Louis.
So, people who would have come there just to visit, or for the furnace company, or
Well,
I guess both?
That I don't know. But there's always...
Did you know anybody that worked there?
Where Sligo?
Cooking? No, I mean at the hotel. Cooking or anything?
I never did eat there. I don't know who cooked.
Seemed like I remember a mention of somebody going there for their honeymoon.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it, but I don't know that.
You have any idea when the building actually got torn down?
No.
Well, I don't remember the building itself ever being there. The last time I was up there prior to yesterday was about 1970. I was up there hunting with you and Grandpa, I think. And all I remember at the time was the foundation, although I had forgotten exactly how much of it was there.
I know me and Dad used to go up there rabbit hunting, and the old building was still there. It wasn't running or nothing, but the old building used to be still there. After we left, somebody tore it down.
You know what year that might have been?
Well, I was about 8 years old when I was doing that.
Okay.
That's about the time we left Sligo.
About
After Mom died, but then Dad had to just go away and find a job.
about time everybody else left too, I guess.
Yeah, Bud Jemison and Lewis, they moved to Salem. And one of them bought a store, and they made the rest of their life in Salem. They died in Salem then. but
Bud Jemison was the engineer on the
He
railroad,
was the
wasn't
engineer.
he? Yeah.
Lewis was a conductor at that time.
Okay, what do you remember about life in Sligo? Didn't you say that they used to say something about the Hudson Bunch? Here comes the Hudson Bunch or something, because they'd all pile on a wagon and come into town.
Yeah, that's Anna's dad. They had a little old Jenny. Only they had to go to church. They lived about 2 miles up there.
Was that when they lived on the farm, or just?
Yeah, lived on the farm. They had the Jenny and the buggy. Buggy had 2 seats in it. That hill coming up there to the store, before the old store, where the old store was. You get down there at the creek, he'd have to grab and start whipping that little old Jenny to take a run up that hill to get over it.
And how many? Let me see. How many kids was there?
At
Mom,
that time,
Ross,
I think he was 3.
Ross, Don.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
about 3 of them.
Okay. Later on, it was Beulah and Minnie and Ruby and a bunch of them. You mentioned one time that all up the valley there along the creek was rows of houses.
Oh yeah.
Did you call that Stringtown, or what'd you call that?
Oh, Stringtown was down below. Did you come down from the old store down the valley?
Yeah.
Now, that was Stringtown.
Down towards Blackstocks, down through there?
Yeah.
Down
so
the
the old
creek.
depot, the train come down, the old depot was down that curve on the side before you get down.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. See, them kills used to be all the way down that holler. You can't see many of the kills now on just
Yeah.
a picture we have.
Yeah.
But they used to go all the way down that holler.
I didn't realize that.
You'd go down the holler, just them kills smoking.
And there was a depot, I guess, across the road as the train crossed the road.
And the ways it come up, it'd come up right beside the depot.
Now you rode the train. You rode the Sligo and Eastern, or didn't you say you?
About every Saturday, we'd ride at the top and watch them shoot rabbits and quails. They'd shoot, Bud would slow up, give her head going out there. And he'd turn around and he'd just barely chug. Let them shoot, they'd shoot and get off, get them. Some get off and get them. Some kill them, some we got 2 or 3 nail kegs full of quails and rabbits. I'd sit up in the top of that caboose and watch them shoot them, jump and get them.
How old would you have been then?
Probably 9, 10, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So that'd have been around
But
1929.
when he found out his time was what he had left to get back in Sligo, he blew 1 whistle. That means just give him a warning, I'm getting ready. Directly he blow 2. That one meant get your stuff and get on. When he blowed the 3rd one, he start pouring the juice to it. You better be on.
And did you say you would go to? You rode it sometimes on Saturday to.
We used to go to Dillard fish and they pick us up and we come back by.
Okay, so you went to Dillard.
Did
Are
you go
you-
to Dillard Mill?
We're going tomorrow. So you'd get off at Dillard and they'd go on what, on out to East End?
Yep.
So they even ran on Saturdays.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Train like the mail, it went every day.
It did. I'll be.